Can't think you looking stars. Everything I wish for will never come true.
Now
After all of my alibis desert me, I just wanna get by, I don't want nothing to hurt me. And I had no idea where my head was at, but if my heart says I'm sorry, can we leave it at that? Because I just want for all of this to end. And I still hate consequences, and running from you is what my best defense is. Consequences, God, don't make me face up to this. And I still hate consequences, and running from you is what my best defense is. Cause I know that I let you down, and I don't wanna deal with that. And I spent all last night tearing down every stoplight, stop sign in this town. Now I think there might be a way to stop me now. I get away despite the fact I'm showing down. All of my escapes have been exhausted. I thought I had a way, but then I lost it. And my resistance was once much stronger, and now I can't go on like this much longer. When I got tired of running from you, I stopped right there to catch my breath. They're your words, they caught my ears. You said, I miss you, son, come home. And my sins, they watched me leave. And in my heart I so believe the love you felt for me was mine, the love I'd wished for all this time. And when the doors were closed, I heard no, I told you so's. I said the words I knew you knew. Oh God, I needed you. God, all this time I needed you, I needed you. And I so hate consequences. Running from you is what my best defense is. I hate these consequences, cause I know that I let you down, and I don't wanna deal with that. got something to do with every look of my connect across a crowded room, and every slow and quiet cover has been drinking in the backseat. Every stupid melody to every stupid song, and to every stupid word that everybody's hanging on. What difference does this difference in age make? I know how it ends, so kill me quick. Call 911. I'm already dead, but someone should be caught and held responsible for this bloody mess. best friend on the phone. She'll wash her hair, his dirty clothes, or all he gives to her. And he's got posters on the wall of all the girls he wished she was. And he means everything to her. Her boyfriend, he don't know anything about her. He's too stoned, Nintendo. I wish that I could make her see. She's just the flavor of the week. It's Friday night and she's all alone. He's a million miles away. She's dressed to kill but the TV's on. He's connected to the sound and he's got pictures on the wall of all the girls he's loved before. And she knows all his favorite songs. Her boyfriend, he don't know anything about her. He's too stoned, Nintendo. I wish that I could make her see. She's just the flavor of the week. Yeah! Her boyfriend, he don't know anything about her. He's too stoned, he's too stoned, he's too stoned, he's too stoned. Her boyfriend, he don't know anything about her. He's too stoned, Nintendo. I wish that I could make her see. She's just the flavor of the week. Yeah, she's the flavor of the week. She makes me weak. If you want it, you can have it, but you gotta learn to reach out there and grab it. 'Cause everybody wants some love. Shoot it from the stars above. And though my heart will break, there's more that I could take. I could never get enough. If you need it, you should show it. 'Cause you might play so monastic that you blow it. 'Cause everybody wants some hope, something they can barely know. And appear to me as this room, and for eternity I'd lay in bed in my boxers, half stone, with a pillow under my head. I'd be chatting on the interweb. Maggots prey upon the living dead. I had no interest in the things she said. On the phone every day, all permanently in the hay. I called her on the phone and she touched herself. She touched herself. She touched herself. I called her on the phone and she touched herself. I laughed myself to sleep. At this rate, I'll be heading for electric chairs. I'm only human with my cross to bear. When she described her underwear, I forgot all the rules my rabbi taught me in the old shul. You're too young to be this empty girl. I'll prepare you for a sick, dark world. Know that you will be my downfall. But I call and I call and I call. I called her on the phone and she touched herself. She touched herself. She touched herself. Called her on the phone and she touched herself. I laughed myself to sleep. I don't know what I want. 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 I called her on the phone and she touched herself. She touched herself. She touched herself. Called her on the phone and she touched herself. I laughed myself to sleep. I called her on the phone and she touched herself. She touched herself. She touched herself. Called her on the phone and she touched herself. I laughed myself to sleep. Hurtful words from my enemies of the last 5 years. done to me. So for now, take this down a notch. Crash my car through your window. Sitting in this room playing Russian roulette. Finger on the trigger to my dear Julia. Out from the window, see her backdrop silhouette. This blood on my hands is something I cannot forget. Sitting in this room playing Russian roulette. Finger on the trigger to my dear Julia. Out from the window, see her backdrop silhouette. This blood on my hands is something I cannot forget. Something I cannot forget.
The fossils of my footsteps will be unearthed at a far-off date unknown, impressed in concrete from walking home alone after walking you home. And the mops of greasy hair will romanticize my despair, but they won't know that I didn't care. I like the silence, I like the empty streets, crawl down 'em on hands and knees in a heartbeat if I had to. I own that at the very least. The map had faded out, but I could have sworn I noted every stride. I guess the rain hit before the ink had dried, and where I thought I'd be was not what I perceived. Assessing the progress from beneath your sheets. That's why I need the silence, I need the empty streets, just as bad as they don't need me. It's a sick, sad sham of a marriage, but it's all there is, it's all I need. I can be everything you need if you make me. I can be every crack in your concrete if you let me off easy. I can be easily deceived if you want that, but you are the ember